John, I am always ready for you to turn me on.
That's not what he said. He said flip. He made a point not to make any sex jokes for David.
I am always ready for you to flip me on.
Sex
And
isn't a
David
joke,
says he
guys.
never makes it sexual.
I should probably save our. There we go. Got the points reset. All set up. Okay, sweet. All right. I got all the setup.
Shit, did I list the... Is the fan request listed?
Hold on. I'll tell you.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
order. Any requests for order here?
No. At least not from me.
I'll open. What the
Random.
Yeah. Random with the fan request third or fourth, so David gets a pee break.
hell? Yeah.
And, it's all good.
Got it. Okay, sweet. Yeah, who's ready for a countdown?
I was born ready.
Just 1 sec, man. I got to remove Grim from the active player list.
So I'd say like remove Grim from the Discord.
Yeah, exactly. She-Band.
Thanks for guesting on our show. Now get the hell out.
Once you come on the show, you get out of the Discord. This is how it works.
Yeah, sorry. Rules is rules.
Yeah, has anybody seen David Weiland or Pat Perkins in the Discord?
Not once.
Yeah, nope. Never seen Anthony
Anyway.
there.
Ryan Drake? Nope.
So weird.
Oh God, Ryan Drake. I wish he was in our Discord.
He's
Yeah.
great.
Although never mind. Let's start talking trash.
Really?
I wish our Discord had more Oklahoma specific jokes in it.
Like Ryan Drake? Oh!
Yeah, that's why I wish
Damn.
Ryan Drake joined, because I need to have that finger on the hot pulse of Oklahoma culture.
I'm all about that horny Casey Musgraves content. I want that in our Discord. So, anyway, Johnny, ready when you are, pal.
All right, sweet. Everyone else ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we don't hear shit.
Welcome to Game That Tune.
Yep.
Give
Give me a second. I definitely that was going straight to my headphones and nowhere else.
You were really getting into it too. You were like, yeah, and we're like,
Fuck yeah, we're starting the show. Are we?
All right, give me a second. Sound effects.
Challenge mode. We have to guess it, and only John can hear the music.
Okay. Is everyone still recording?
Yes, motherfucker.
Okay,
of course
here
we
we go.
are.
Here comes the theme.
Welcome to Game That Tune!
Oh, yeah. What is going on, everybody? It is Game That Tune back in the house once again. It's your boy, John Harrington here, and we got John Regan with us. Say hey.
Hey.
We've got Jesse Moore. Say hey.
hey,
And we've got David Fleming, who should be ready to say hey.
Hey,
Hey, David. How's it going,
I
man?
was ready.
You put the beer to your lips as I said your name. It's okay. We don't gargle our intros around here. This is Game That Tune, and man, we got a great show coming up for you tonight. There's no excuse for this being your first time joining us. This is not our entry level show. This is gonna be a wild ass night, man. It's an annual tradition. Some might call it a traditional custom here on Game That Tune. I call it our customary competition. Every August, we take the game very, very, very seriously. And we call this this time of year August Absurdity, and this it's back again, Game That Tune Champion Edition, and it's going to be a hell of a month, man. We I hate having to reminisce on past August Absurdities and how much fun we've had and how many people have won championships here on Game That Tune. Because the list still does not include me. But
why do you hate reminiscing on us having fun? It's like, I hate looking back on all the good times. Fuck those.
The fun always ends for me at some point. That's the problem. It's all well and good until you end up in a lightning round against John Regan. It just turns into a hellish nightmare. It's really something. But yeah, so we're going head to head with this thing, and as is, I guess, tradition. I'm not actually sure what its tradition is for kicking off August Absurdity. I feel like that is the one thing we keep mixing it up every year. But this year, to start August Absurdity, we just decided to do a free play. God damn.
How absurd! Free play. Free play.
It was a bachelor party prank where they grafted 6 arms onto him.
How do I explain this to my wife to be?
Guys, what the fuck? This is a Genesis game that we've never featured on the show. It's got a soundtrack by Noriyuki Iwadare, and it's got a giant dick boss. Like, that's a Game That Tune fucking, like, super hat trick, man. Like, it's got everything we're looking for, baby. Oh, God.
Wings of War box quote. That's just a big dick.
Hey, hold on now. Where's the butt stuff? Like, I would like to see my likeness murdered, and some high school kids in Japan are trying to solve it. Like, I think it's a fantastic idea.
Let me pull up this one image here.
Are you pulling up the
yeah.
one with the? It looks like a tumor man with a giant dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to turn it into my final form of just Donkey Kong. I do enjoy making drinks. I enjoy getting people drunk. I enjoy listening to people's drunk stories. I do like all those things, but I like doing that. I wouldn't like doing that in a video game. I really wanted to play I'm playing my bonus anyway. Fuck you. I have them all loaded.
We just need someone that learned Japanese and they can translate. Johnny, you get in on that?
Seriously,
No,
John.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I do so much. No, somebody else has to take that. I'm not doing that. Get out of here.
No, John was just going to pull something out of his ass. David, if you have something to say, say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we discuss this game, Johnny, how?
Game 4.
Wait, who owns the rights to this? Us? Do we own? Have we got enough Patreon money to own the rights to King of the Hill? Yeah, Super Smash Box. That'll be the next game.
Smashbox 20, baby, love them. I was making a Rob Thomas joke. You made it a weird sexual thing, David.
I mean, I don't think I made it sexual, but then again, I make everything sexual. Ladies.
We can put John Madden into Marvel, but hold on, we'll have to really think on this if you're serious. Okay, hold on. I didn't play the game, but I stepped on plenty of these things as a kid.
The entire lower quarter of the screen is definitely a penis.
So that's Johnny's favorite kind of game, then.
You twist the PSP in a weird way, it shoots out a Kinder Egg. It's fucked up, man. Tell him that you're now real into Satan and see if he can do anything for you.
Have I got a pitch for you? Pilot wings in hell.
Yeah, I don't. God, my mind's just going on butt stuff. I don't want to expose myself too greatly here. I'm not going to say anything else because I'll reveal all my awful porn search terms. You got shirtless volleyball. You got Top Gun, Dead or Alive beach volleyball. And, frankly, that game I'm into.
I think we started OnlyFans.
Seriously, I am not a cam girl. This is not happening. Oh, Jesus, John, this is dark.
How absurd!
That was
Woo!
great.
Wow.
In fact,
Yep.
that was dynamite.
That was boom goes the dynamite here at August Absurdity. So yeah, we we got a great show coming up tonight, and I realize now that all this intro and all these long clips, we're just really delaying the inevitable. So Johnny, I believe we have a couple of super fans that called in predictions or pleasantries or something to start the show. So let's hear from those guys.
Yeah, let's call into the GTT voicemail.
Really need a sound for this.
Right.
GTT
Hey guys,
hotline.
Chrono here. Hard to believe it's time for another August Absurdity. Can't wait to see what mad fun is in store this year. I'm going to predict that John Arrington will take the win this year, because if I don't, he'll probably never lift my reverse ban, and you guys have to deal with forever. So keep up the great stuff, guys, and have fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's another voicemail.
Hey guys, Mixmaster here. I can't believe it's that time again, August Absurdity. The one that sticks in my mind is from 2 years ago when John went against John. And it was, man, I was shocked, and I still remember it. John Regan took it down. But I don't know, I got a feeling this year it's going to be John and John again. Maybe because my name is John, or maybe I want to see a rematch, but I don't want to count David and Jesse out because there are two other amazing competitors. But I'm thinking this year it's going to be John and John again, and I predict John Harrington is going to take this one revenge style. That's my prediction, and I will leave you with this. Mixmaster out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Johnny actually cut off that voicemail. That voicemail went on for 20 more minutes of him singing that song.
He scattered the whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles soundtrack. It was fantastic.
I love the part when he went into the ninja rap. Oh, it was good.
Yeah, I mean, he freestyled all the parts. He mixed it together himself. It was great. So yeah, I love those predictions because they're both in my favor. So we'll just see. I don't know what somebody wins for getting it right, but it'll be a great month, and we got to start it off, man, with our first fantastic game of the night. So Johnny, what do we got, man?
Game 1.
All right, guys. So this is a third game in the series, and the main difference, the new feature introduced into this game, is that the player is now in control of multiple characters that can be switched freely at any time, pretty similar to Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Each of them using different upgradable weapons, and defeating bosses with the different characters unlocks different cutscenes. All right, guys.
Hey, Johnny, I never asked this, but can you repeat that trivia?
Sure thing. So this is the third game in the series, and it introduces a new feature where you can you're in control of multiple characters, so you can switch between freely at any time, similar to Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Each has different upgradable weapons, and when you fight bosses with these different characters, you unlock different cutscenes.
Cool. Just checking.
All right, gentlemen. Welcome to John picking a hard one, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't flatter yourself, John.
Man, our YouTube today. Ugh.
Don't acknowledge that fucking shit, John.
All right, John says Sonic 3, incorrect. Jesse says Golden Axe 3, incorrect. And David says Street Fighter Alpha 3, I Have a Reason, which is incorrect, but I'm very curious about the reason. This is Valis 3.
Did you say Phallus 3?
Yes, I did. This is Phallus 3, the third game in the series where you get to choose between different dicks as you play the game.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
The real dick boss.
Right. See, Dick Boss is one thing, but Dick Player, that's the real rub.
Oh.
Rub.
But
go.
Before we get into
So
this,
I went with Street Fighter Alpha 3 because I'm pretty sure we've used that game before, but that game is the only third game composed by Yuki Iwai, who also composed Mega Man X2, and I swear that last song sounded just like either Flame Stag or maybe it was Wire Sponge. Like, that song sounded very similar to a Mega Man X2 song.
It does. I chose this game mostly for the soundtrack. This soundtrack is dope. Like, it's good.
It was very.
I don't know who composed it, unfortunately. I don't see that on Wikipedia, but I bet if I go to Project 2612, they may have it.
I bet it's not Yuki Iwai.
Something tells me it's not, because I don't think this is a Capcom game.
I'm looking up right now. Here we go. No, it is composed by Jun Hasebe, Hisao Inoue, and Shingo Murakami.
Oh.
I don't know who any of those people are.
Good pronunciation of Japanese names there, John.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I know how to pronounce it. I'm sure they'll forgive me. Right.
They will, even though Hisawa Inoue is definitely a viewer of the show. You're going to have to apologize to them personally.
I mean, when we have them like on our next video call, just apologize then.
Right. No, it's nice. Just in case you're wondering, all three of those people basically only composed this game. Those are not famous composers. You will not hear them like listed on anything ever again. So sometimes that happens.
Yeah, and so I'm not gonna lie, I have not played this game, but I did watch some footage of it, and I am impressed. I was outright impressed by the kind of cutscene action they got going on in Sega Genesis on this game. It's yeah, they have it's not a lot of animation, but there's a little bit of like high defish, like anime scenes, like animated in this game. Like, like more than a sprite, less than a screen. Like it's and yeah, it's kind of a slower paced looking game though. Like, I mean, it does look fun, don't get me wrong, but I was kind of watching the video the whole time, like, okay, like, come on, keep it up. And there's a lot of like dialogue scenes, like constantly, as you play the game, like you're running somebody to tell you something, and then you keep going. But like, it's a platformer. And when I play platformers, I really don't give a shit about what anybody has to say about anything, But maybe that's my downfall. Maybe that's why I'm not, like they give you an important tip, and I always just blow right past it.
Yeah, you should definitely listen when people talk, especially in like a platformer or like say an RPG. Not that you play RPGs, but like, yeah, if you just don't listen to what people tell you to do, in especially in old games, you're gonna get fucking lost, John. Like that's kind of how that shit goes.
I'm just imagining John playing like Super Mario World, where he hits one of those speaker boxes, like fucking whatever. Pass.
Yeah. Yellow Switch Palace? No, I'm not going. Fuck it. Not interested. But John, this game, I kind of wish you had played this. I need to know about this game. This looks dope. You got 3 playable characters. They are all apparently like hot anime women.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, this is like a sequel to the time that you picked Rusty for the show, where it's a completely unknown game that none of us have any idea about. But it features like a hot anime woman in a platforming setting and a fantastic soundtrack. It's, I think that actually makes it a great pick on your part, John.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, I don't know how to respond to that. I'm not used to getting complimented for my picks.
Yeah, it's only when you pick, obscure hot anime women or Dick Boss. Yeah, all other picks will get you shit from me, but this. No, this looks pretty good, man.
Yeah, no, it looks like a fun game. Maybe I'll do some streaming this weekend or something.
I think you must.
Yeah, and I'm excited to get the soundtrack up on GTT Radio. That's gonna be a lot of fun to listen to. And unless you guys have anything else to say, I say we move on to game 2.
Yeah, I kind of want you to give us 10 more minutes on Valis 3. That's the thing, John. I don't accept that we move on to the next game. I want to know.
Game 2.
Bitch.
This is why we don't give John control of the moving on sounds.
That's the problem, is we do give him too much control, and then he just moves us on. So, John, you hit the sound. The sound's legally binding. There should be a song playing by now.
David.
I'm sorry, was that damn it or David?
David.
Okay. So the official website for this game refers to the main character as Mr. Traveler as a placeholder to avoid spoiling the plot. So, gentlemen, who has their guesses/answers?
We got answers, baby.
Yeah, I got questions.
Okay, so Jesse says Journey, and then not the Journey, not the band. Sadly incorrect. John Regan says Cave Story. Sadly incorrect. John Harrington has the correct answer of Cave Story 3D.
Wait, isn't it the same game?
So no,
no, it's in 3D, motherfucker.
Cave Story 3D is a remake of this game, which features completely overdone graphics, like additional areas, as well as, most importantly, a completely redone soundtrack.
Yeah, it does.
And like, y'all can sit here and look at me super angry, but if John Harrington gets to use Wind Waker HD as a separate game, then Cave Story 3D gets to be its own separate game.
When the fuck did that happen?
Damn it, John.
That happened.
Holy shit, that's... we're just letting the fucking criminals run the fucking asylum.
Man,
this is some fucking bullshit.
The
I want that
Wind
game
Waker
over
3
button.
was a great pick.
Game over button. Game over button. Game over button.
Oh!
Yeah! Fuck you!
No.
Cool. So, Johnny gave the game over.
He's a stupid idiot.
Johnny
gave the game over button. good for him. So Cave Story 3D.
No, Game 3. Game fucking 3. We've talked the fuck about Cave Story.
I got to give it up to Johnny for giving me the hint on this, because he started typing it, like chatting with everybody in the chat saying, wait, didn't I use this game already? I'm like, oh, did you? And then obviously the melody of that last song jarred something loose in my brain too. It's like, oh, good. Oh, Johnny's on the wrong track and John's taking it to the top. So,
I am going to use every single remake ever from now on. Every remake. Every remake. Every remake.
So
remakes, all of them.
If it's a remake,
yep, that one too.
If it's a remake,
that one
that completely changes the soundtrack, fine, fair enough.
I established that earlier.
Yeah, that's what they fucking do. They remake the game. It's the same fucking game. God, this is fucking horse shit up in here. This is fucking absurd.
Oh man, Jesse's working himself into a shoot. I love it.
Oh, I'm shooting all over this fucking shit.
Yeah. So, Johnny doesn't know these terms.
Nope.
Go on. Just go ahead. Just fucking go ahead. It's all garbage anyway. Go ahead. Stink this place up. Go ahead.
So I just wanted to take a brief moment and say, this is what happens when you run 210 episodes, because eventually I run out of shit to use. And then I start looking at like the fine print of Game That Tune.
My bad. There's only 250 video games. Oops.
Remade soundtracks, those are okay. I mean, I'm the person who used Hyrule Warriors and Hyrule Warriors Legends. Like, I could squeak by with Cave Story 3D. Yep. The entire soundtrack was completely remade. It was redone. And it sounds really fucking good.
Yeah, no, I mean, seriously, real talk. I have plenty of remaining like remake or like expansion or remastered soundtracks in my back pocket. Like it's trust me, they're still coming. I just always try to avoid them because they're my back pocket games. So
I do want to give a shout out to
you. Turn aside, David. This pick was valid. It's a good pick.
I do want to give a shout out to Derry Baranowski of Super Meat Boy, who did remake the soundtrack for Cave Story, originally composed by Pixel for the original game. But ooh, Jesse, you make a compelling point by writing "ooh" on your
No, it was one long boo. 3 panels worth of boo. Here comes the boo, all dressed in boo.
I just want to know, is this now the second time that David's mispronounced Danny Baranowski as Derry Baranowski? Did I hear that right?
No, he's clearly educated on the remake.
I said Danny. I've just had several beers.
Okay.
But, no, Cave Story 3D, I mean, it completely retooled the graphics. It had a brand new soundtrack, completely remade by... God, Jesse, your facial expressions, I can't get through anything. Although I do appreciate your mask. Social distance, people.
David, you got to take the mask as a clue. It's a Chris Jericho bandana. Jesse is pulling wrestling tactics, as he always does. He's just amping it up for August Absurdity. You got to talk over it, man. Or dump like 1,000 gallons of orange juice on top of him right now.
See, I moved away from Florida to Illinois, so I can dump apple juice, but I don't really have orange juice right now.
1,000 gallons.
Drop Jesse into 1,000 gallons of deep dish sauce.
I want 1,000 gallons of Malort dropped on Jesse right now.
Or I could take like an hour to go to Indiana and just dump gallon after gallon of corn juice.
Yes.
Corn juice?
Wait, corn juice?
Corn juice?
Corn juice?
Oh.
It's a thing. This is the Midwest.
Corn juice now?
Whoa.
But yeah, it's Cave Story, and what's interesting is most versions of Cave Story were published by Nicalis, but this version was published by a different company. It was the company that did the Desagia series, so you could actually unlock a Prinny cap so you could wear like a little penguin hat as you go around through the game.
I like that.
And if you didn't like the 3D graphics, you could choose a different version where you got like 3D versions of the sprite graphics. So you got like the sprite and then like a light shadow behind it, but still with the 3D background. So it gave it like a really unique indie kind of vibe. And I mean, Cave Story has always been an indie game, but it gave it kind of like a unique visual style. And yeah, you know, it's fucking Cave Story. It's classic. And what's better than Cave Story but a remixed soundtrack?
I mean, I agree. I like the remixes. That's they were good tunes. I like the original Cave Story soundtrack just fine, though I have to admit it's a little like sharp and chirpy for my taste. So this redone soundtrack actually is much more my tempo, because like that's the thing with great video game music. Sometimes you really love those melodies, and you don't love the sound chip that produced them. And Cave Story is kind of that for me. Cave Story is like in there with like Maniac Mansion. Like, okay, I want to listen to this because it's part of video game history, but I can't because my ears are bleeding because of the way this music was composed. So this redone soundtrack I'm into. Again, David, I fully support this pick.
I'll have to go back and rewatch or re-listen to the episode where John initially chose Cave Story, because I know that final song is the Sand Zone, which was remixed for Cave Story 3D. It was definitely Curly Brace's theme when I used it for Blade Strangers, and I feel like John maybe chose it for Cave Story when he initially played it. So this might be the third time that song was played on this show.
Man, that's actually now that is some deep dive, like game that tune, real nerdy shit. Like, what's the song that's been played the most times, remixed? That is that's a project for, I don't know, somebody nerdier than we. Let's get
a project for a rainy day.
Yeah, project for somebody with the desire to go back and listen to 209 episodes of Game That Tune. Good Lord.
Just make a mixtape and it's just that song.
Yes.
Honestly, the time. I know you're being like snippy and sarcastic, but I'm in favor of that. Like, I would listen to 45 minutes of that song.
Oh, he's so snippy. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's such good shit. Man, yeah, David, what a pick. What a fantastic pick, quite frankly. This is what August Absurdity, frankly, is all about.
I'm sorry, John. I think your mic cut out for a second. I didn't quite hear. It sounded like you said, "What a fantastic pick this was."
Yes, it is. I'm playing the good guy here, David. I'm in your corner. Just give it time. If we have to meet again, I'm gonna fucking destroy you. It's a very uneasy alliance I've got with you here.
Because he'll just pick another fucking remake. Easy peasy. Oh, a game we've used before, but with 2 extra letters next to it. Oh, I'll write that down. Oh, I won again. Fuck you, David. I won. Says you picked dumb games. Woo-wee.
This is going to be actually a really great twist now. Like, nobody is, David is going to get so paranoid that we're all going to choose like remixes and remakes of games that he's previously used on the show and try and fuck him over. Like, he's not going to know who to challenge. It's this could actually determine who he challenges. Jesse, David might have to challenge you to avoid your fucking wrath.
Oh, I hope so.
Honestly, what I think is happening is Jesse, I swear you had like brown eyes, but I'm looking and they seem to be green eyes because I'm the current king. I've been king 3 times and you've been king once. So all of a sudden, I think you're just pissed that you don't have a crown on that head right now.
He's learning. Oh shit, Jesse. David's learning a little back talk. So, man, this is what a pick.
Well,
man.
Damn, David, you sure as hell showed me. I'll just go into my place and straighten right up, Daddy.
Don't make David tap the crown. He'll do it.
Yeah, goddamn right.
Oh shit. Okay, David. Anything else on Cave Story 3D? The different game from Cave Story.
I mean, I feel like we haven't said anything about Cave Story 3D, but
that's okay.
It's a fun game. It's a classic. It's got repolished graphics and a kick-ass new soundtrack.
Hell yeah. Great pick, man. What a pick. Johnny, let's keep it going, man.
Game 3.
Wow, just ended abruptly.
That ended suddenly.
Man, that's weird. Man, No, none of us would bring music that just ends abruptly like that. What is this? Johnny, did we get a fan request tonight?
We did get a fan request.
How the fuck are we doing a fan request if the four of us are competing against each other? It would have to come from someone that's not on the show. What is going on, John? This
You know, I got this weird package in the mail today. I had a CD, and it was hand scrawled on it. Play this fan request tonight, and they told me that they left a couple of files on here explaining what was going on. So I think I have some voicemails here that I think may shed a little bit of light onto this.
Oh, really?
Hey guys, what's up? It's Taylor. You're probably not having any trouble with this game, but I'll give you a hint anyways. If you can make the main character of this game use their starting weapon up until a certain part of the game without ever changing it out, you can earn a special reward for that character. Hopefully that helps. Good luck, guys.
Hey guys, this is Mork. This game is the best-selling in the franchise.
I told you to leave breaks in between for Pat or what? You know, because what the fuck? That trivia doesn't help at all.
This is the drizzling shits.
I was going to say, it's like, you know, this character has a weapon that you can equip from the beginning. It's like, that doesn't help at all.
No, it doesn't. Johnny, you know, there better be, I need more trivia on this one.
Yeah, I think we got a couple other little pieces of voicemail on here. Let's see what's going on.
God damn it.
Hey guys, this is Mork. This game is the best-selling in the franchise, and the main protagonist shares a voice actor with Robin from Teen Titans.
Whoa.
I guess it's a little closer, I think.
That feels like trivia, like laser targeted at David.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, that helps me, but I don't know how y'all are going to fucking get this.
You know, I could use some trivia that maybe has anything, you know, is there trivia for all of us, or is it all just going to be, you know, just kind of luck of the draw? Is there any more trivia is what I'm asking, John?
Yeah,
I need more help.
It says here on the disc there's one more piece of trivia.
Wow, on the disc they wrote that.
Yeah, it's a whole table of contents. It's very strange.
There's a conversation written on this mysterious disc.
Do you mean Discord?
Hi guys, it's your guest correspondent Grimmery with some trivia. This best-selling game in its series features many references to world mythology, including the Norse world tree Yggdrasil. It also features a character whose name rhymes with penis cage.
Okay, now that might help.
Yeah. I know my penis cages.
I love a good penis cage.
Yeah, Johnny likes the penis cage trivia, you know, rhyming with penis cage. That's a coincidence. So Johnny, take your penis cage off and let's do the next song. Oh, these fan submissions are never properly faded. That's okay. So I don't know who we're all showing our answers to. I think we're just do you guys want to talk it out or something?
That's a good question. It looks like there's a few more voicemails that may tell us what's going on here.
Oh my God. Okay. Johnny, is that a penis cage?
Yeah, it's a penis in a cage.
I am almost positive I did not remove the tags when I uploaded the music, so you should have gotten this.
David, what the fuck are you doing? What are you talking about? This was uploaded via mysterious package to John's house.
Yeah, this is a CD I got in my mail, David.
Jesus Christ,
I believe John's answer is the mysterious package. Myself, John, and Jesse all say Tales of Symphonia, which is correct.
David, what are you doing? What the
fuck?
This is correct.
Okay, first, let's
What
pick
is
a game
wrong
we've
with
already
you?
used. 2, let's ruin the entire bit. Wow.
We can just
Drizzling
reset.
shit.
Reset. We'll just cut.
I didn't know what the bit was. I was just told to upload music.
We'll cut.
Stop saying things, David. What is wrong with you?
We're cutting
You're
now.
killing the business right now.
We're cutting now.
Are you going to slap your leg too?
We're-
Jeez.
We're cutting now. All right. Man, guys, I don't know how we're going to figure out what this was, but they did, it looks like, on this disc that I got, they wrote, play this after third song, so...
Well, should we show each other our answers just to make sure we're all on the same page before playing those tracks?
Yeah, okay, so
Okay.
I wrote Penis in a Cage, or drew a penis in a cage. Looks like everyone else...
tracks for you, John. Good job.
Everyone else wrote Tales of Symphonia. Let's see what this mystery disc has to say.
Did you guys figure it out? That's right. It's the exceedingly rare, obscure title and only game to have the balls to name a character close to penis, known as Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube.
Oh,
Sweet.
There's a few more here. Hold on.
It was Tales of Symphonia. Tales of Symphonia. It's a good game. It's a real good game.
And then one more.
Grimmery again. That's right. The correct answer was Tales of Symphonia. Great work, everybody. Really nice game. I highly recommend it. Okay, but for real, guys, when are we going to move forward with me taking David's place? I think I could bring a lot of quality content to the show. Is David listening? Shit, going through a tunnel. Gotta go by.
Shit, yeah, she wasn't supposed to talk about that on air. Oh my, yeah, that's behind the scenes, man. Yeah.
Well, apparently, I just fucked up so massively that Grim might be taking over.
It's gonna be David's gonna become Grim so gradually that nobody will ever even notice. It's gonna be great.
This is what happens when you don't copy me on the emails.
I thought we made everything pretty clear in the lead up to the show, but hey, that's again pulling back the curtain. So, wow, I can't believe that all of our fantastic fans collaborated and apparently delivered John a CD with a fan request on it, containing Tales of Symphonia. Johnny, in the future, don't entertain shit like that. Don't.
I am a little
Don't bring
concerned
that
that
package inside your house.
I'm kind of concerned that our fans got my home address. I mean, when I send stickers, I do have to put my address as a return address, so maybe they paid attention. But that's just concerning. You're not supposed to use it like that.
Yeah, that is. That's John asking everybody that watches the show to please come to his house. He wants to meet all of you.
I want to take you out for crab cakes. Please come to Baltimore.
No, that's for real. You should send everything to John's house an hour away from Baltimore at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Exactly. Any weirdness, any YouTube trolls that want to visit John, take it to Washington. Anyway, wow, man, Tales of Symphonia. So yeah, now that I'm seeing it, I don't know how we overlooked this fan request all this time, because this was requested not only by Taylor, by Mork, and by Grim, but it was also requested by Fox Mulder and Wild Arms fan, another Patreon super fan in our Discord. So thank you everybody so much for this fantastic request. Tales of Symphonia. You would think with a name like that, it would be a game with some fantastic music. mean, the music was good. I was I was letting you guys react, see what you thought I meant. These Tales games, huh? How many of these Tales games are there, David? You played all the Tales, right?
Yes, I was absolutely not responding to a comment in Discord. Yeah, Tales of Symphonia. It's a classic, man. I definitely remember reading about this and thinking, hey, this is coming to the GameCube. I should play this, and then not.
Oh, nice. But you liked the racetrack that they added for this in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. You were all about that, right?
You're thinking of Skies of Arcadia.
Am I really?
Yes.
Yeah, those are vastly different.
Tales of Symphonia is different. Tales of Symphonia features Lloyd Irving that everyone insists absolutely must be the next DLC character in Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, another sword user. Great.
I don't see how he could be if I think he's the guy from Skies of Arcadia. What the?
Jesse, I believe it's another anime swords user.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, that's what people. Nintendo loves their anime sword using people.
Super Sword Brothers.
I mean, they really should just spin that off. It should be its own thing, like Super Sword Sisters, or Super Sword Brothers. Your choice.
I'm not gonna lie. I played the hell out of Fire Emblem Warriors. If they made like a Fire Emblem fighting game, I would fucking buy it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, honestly, if it had like a massive roster of characters, and as you defeated the Fire Emblem characters on the roster, they all died and you couldn't use them anymore, it'd be fantastic. Like, yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. But
be a big fu to Soul Calibur, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, it would. Yeah, but honestly, think about that though. As like a game mechanic, it just it lets you. Really have a set amount of time you're going to play. There's only a certain number of matches you can play before all your characters are defeated. And then you can just, go about your business, play something else. Sounds great. And then you throw the disc away because all your characters are dead. But Tales of Symphonia, which I legitimately was mistaking for Skies of Arcadia, is not a Fire Emblem game. This game is an RPG with no permadeath, right? This is just, Jesse, have you played some of the Tales games?
I've played a little bit of this one and a little bit of Vesperia, but it was back in the GameCube, and I remember it looked nice. It was a typical Tales battle system, which is like kind of like a action-y battle system where you control the one character and then the others are like AI controlled. You can do like different abilities and stuff. It seems cool. It's definitely a series I'd like to try to get back into, but I just don't know which one because there's so fucking many of these games.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think because we've used something from this on the show before. It was Tales of the Abyss.
Oh yeah, I did play that one too.
Okay, word. Yeah, I didn't realize how deep this series went. And again, that I can't distinguish them because the only thing tying them all together is the phrase "Tales of blank." Like I didn't recognize over all these years that was a fucking series. So, nice. Maybe a poorly marketed series here in America is what I'm saying. Like, just seriously, make it clear what things are to me, please. Give me a planned overarching title. I don't know. Call it, Legend of Heroes. And
it seems like one of those things like Final Fantasy, where every game is a different, like a complete reimagination. But for some reason, Tales of makes you think that it's still continuing on.
See, no, I think what it does is, I didn't realize these were connected for the longest time because if I see Tales of Symphonia and then, a few years later, and I'm not paying close attention, I see Tales of, the Abyss or Tales of Vesperia. What I think is somebody is ripping somebody else off or just making another RPG with a generic title. They didn't do enough. Like, I need to give me a distinct font on the cover or something so I know that these games are connected. Like, because for my passing glances, they're not grabbing me. I've never looked at this on the shelf at a GameStop and been like, oh, they made another one. It was more like, oh, look, there's like 1,000 PlayStation 2 games and I can't sort it out at all. Like, it's It's interesting. A series that fails to make it clear that it's a series. So that's my thought on, I don't know, fonts. Yeah. Johnny, I hate to ask you if you've played this.
I have. This is my favorite symphony simulator.
Now, Johnny, we're talking about Tales of Symphonia. We're not talking about Penis Cage.
I understand. Yeah. This is that game where you like try to become first chair oboist, right? Like your goal is to become the lead of the symphony. Tales of Symphonia.
Game 4.
I mean, honestly, an RPG centered around competing to be the best musician sounds pretty good. Like Tales of
Eternal Sonata.
No, Eternal Sonata is complicated. That's, from what I understand, that's not really the story there. Eternal Sonata is a little fucked up. But like Tales of Whiplash would be pretty great.
Oh.
The final boss being like a anime J.K. Simmons. It would be pretty good. Or would the final boss be overcoming yourself to be the best musician possible? I don't know. I only kind of paid attention to Whiplash. I'm just saying more music-based RPGs would be good. Because it seems like music is usually a side thing. I would think that if you called a game Tales of Symphonia, it would have to have the tale of some sort of symphony, but maybe not.
Can we talk about more anime with J.K. Simmons? Because I would love to see any kind of like anime with J.K. Simmons as the guy from the Daily Bugle or whatever that paper is in Spider-Man.
J. Jonah Jameson.
A J. Jonah Jameson based anime, like an anime that follows him as the main character.
I'm gonna completely cut off Johnny and just like move away from his point, because I'm not gonna lie. One of the reasons that I knew about this game was because they were talking about Tales of Symphonia starring Scott Menville and Jennifer Hale. It's like, I know some of those voice actors. Like, wait a minute, like that's what got me interested in this game. But then I sadly didn't play it.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, if you played every game that features a voice actor that you like, you'd be very busy playing a lot of games. So it goes. The thing we're all dancing around, and I feel like we've ignored, is part of the trivia there. There's a character whose name rhymes with penis cage. That character, of course, is Genus Sage. I don't think. I'm a little disappointed that it doesn't sound more like penis cage, quite frankly. Like I thought that it was going to be like, Phoenix Cage or something, like, P-H-E-I-N-S.
Or like Phoenix Cage would be pretty close.
Phoenix Cage is just a cool sounding name.
Yeah.
I would have a hard time connecting penis to Phoenix in my head. I think the disconnect or the connection is when you spell a character's name Genus, G-E-N-I-S. If you spell anyone's name with an E-N-I-S, people are going to think penis. And it's just how it goes. Like, it could be the coolest character in the game. I'm reading the description now. It doesn't sound like the coolest character in the game. It's one of the character's younger brothers. They're half elves. It doesn't sound like the coolest character in the game. So I don't think a character that's not the coolest in the game can have a name like Genus, spelled like penis. If it was Geno or something, like Super Mario RPG Geno, nobody would say a thing. But it's Genus. 5 letters and 4 of them match penis. It's not a great idea for a name for a character in America. I'm wondering what the transliteration was. Like, was it a mistake on the part of the translation team? Like, was the character's name supposed to be Genius? But they didn't know, the Japanese, right? They're like, wait, does that say? It sounds like genius, but no, they left off a couple of kanji, and that says genus. I don't know. Yeah, there's no explanation for it. It's a bizarre name. And it's the kind of thing that as an American man, or I mean, when this game came out, what 2003? American Very Young Man. If I had seen that name, like me and my roommates would have been hanging out playing this game, and I would have, we would have been like, Genus Sage, more like Penis Cage. Like that's just how our fucking brains were wired. I would have made that connection even without the trivia tonight. Like, you can't spell something that way.
I wonder if maybe the original Japanese name was Penis Cage, and that was the translators trying to save it.
Now, that is a very good question. Was the character originally named Penis Cage? And they're like, hold on, whoa. Does that mean something else in Japan? You can't call him that here. Like, change one letter. Which letter?
Nintendo of America is not going to approve having the character named Penis Cage. We got to change this.
All right, fine. What about Johnny? Is Johnny okay? Johnny Cage? That's cool, right?
It's cool. I'll check with our lawyers on that one. Maybe we can do a swap with Mortal Kombat. They'll start calling Johnny Cage Penis Cage, and Johnny Cage will join Tales of Symphonia.
He does punch people in the penis, so
really.
Johnny Cage does.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Penis Cage. I'm like,
no,
hold on, what?
No.
See, that's what they had. Tales of Symphonia had my interest with the voice acting cast, but if they had gone with this character attacks people in the penis, that would have sold me.
Attacks people in the penis. Like,
that would be a great. You flip over the back of the box. It says just big letters. Punch people in the penis.
Yeah, genus, special ability, penis punch. Like,
sold.
All right, that explains that name.
That's what I'm saying. Like, starring Scott Menville and Jennifer Hale. You have my interest. Punch people in the penis. Now you have my attention.
Exactly. That's how you get David. First, you start with great voice actors, and then you dangle a penis in front of him, and he is in, baby. He's into that shit. So, man, what a great selection. I think at some point one of us is going to have to play this game. Because we love our anime, RPG games around here. Clearly, we all play them thoroughly. But really, I'm just glad we could get this on here. This has been a long-demanded game with a fantastic soundtrack. Shout out to the composer on that soundtrack, of course. It's the fantastic Motoi Sakuraba. Who else would it be? But he also had help from Shinji Tamura and Takeshi Arai. Sakuraba arguably on the GTT Mount Rushmore. That guy has been. We featured a lot of that music, and it's not always just RPGs and anime shit. He's got a hell of a catalog. So yeah, great game, great soundtrack. Penis Cage. I think we've said all we can about the game. So thank you to everybody for requesting that one. And Johnny, let's just keep it going to the next game.
Game 4.
So in this game, you can get accessories to be added to your avatar, such as helmets or wrestling masks. Also, collateral damage against the city background is encouraged, and in addition to dealing damage to the monsters that inhabit the game. All right. Hope you guys are feeling good. Want to see some answers? Wow, Johnny has 3 question marks.
Johnny's really stepping his game up this year. Jesus,
really
Christ.
wanting it
I don't
tonight.
know this at all.
Oh wow. You're close, David. King of Monsters, no, and John with Ikari Warriors, double no. This is Tank on the Wii U.
Oh,
wow.
fuck.
Johnny, the sound.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to
Oh,
Game
shit.
That Tune.
Everybody got it wrong. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to Game That Tune indeed.
This is Tank on the Wii U, and also in arcades, a game that we have all played together at one time. And it's a pretty fun arcade game that got a lot of shit for some reason, and then it was free to play for a while also. I liked this game when it came out. You play as a tank. I'm not sure if the title gave that away or not. And there were, different weapons you could get. You fought giant monsters, much like Earth Defense Force, like big, like bugs usually. But there was also this really cool. It was probably one of the first. What do you call it? It's like the 4 versus 1 type PvP or situation that is real popular now, or it was for a while. But it was, you got to play 4 people got to play as tanks, and then the other person got to play as a giant like gorilla, and you got to like take a picture with the Wii U camera and you could make yourself look all like dumb and goofy as a gigantic gorilla, and you got to stomp your friends as they were tanks, and they had to try to kill you. I remember that was a really fun mode. Or you could just free for all battle with your tanks, or team up and do teams, and there was also co-op, and it was I don't know, it was a pretty fun arcadey experience on the Wii U.
Yeah, I remember them hyping that up in the like the lead up to the Wii U. They were showing like a sizzle reel when they were announcing all the big games, and I mean, I unfortunately didn't play it, but yeah, I remember looking at them like that looks pretty fun. Like I've never heard of this tank, but like if they're announcing it in a sizzle reel alongside such stone cold classics as Nintendo Land, like this has got to be it's got to be worth mentioning, right? Like this is gonna be some good shit. But yeah, I unfortunately didn't play it, even when it went free to play, which sounded like a really fun idea. Like Nintendo was trying some shit on the Wii U. They were really experimenting with some formats and ways to see if you might try something and then pay for it later type thing. And yeah, I regret not playing this.
I remember bringing it down to y'all's house and all four of us playing it together at one point. So you may have wiped that from your memory. Yes.
Okay, now that is entirely plausible. I'm just trying to think of the setting in which that would have happened. Like
it's probably at Johnny's house.
Indeed, that was Johnny's house. Is the party central? It definitely wasn't David's house.
And mojitos were involved.
No,
for sure.
never.
Okay, that's a Johnny house thing.
Yeah,
that's John's dad mixing the mojitos.
I remember we also played the Capcom versus Japanese game or comic book.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Yeah, Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
That might have been my bachelor party.
Yeah, did we play Tank at David's bachelor party?
Because I definitely remember my bachelor party being at Johnny's house.
Yeah, I might not have partaken in the Tank. I might have been, I don't know, binge drinking. But that sounds entirely plausible.
Yeah, because I remember being on my parents' back deck, and like I remember somebody like playing glasses, but like we were all very drunk, and it probably wasn't actually that good.
No. It sounds like kind of thing like Chris Weiland would have been playing some glasses and it would have sounded like shit. But yeah,
I definitely remember like your dad mixing mojitos and then after like 8 p.m. him checking out and leaving. But the rest of us drinking and playing video games until about 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, no, and there was definitely a large round of Cards Against Humanity. It was a blowout, man. Yeah. It was a good bachelor party. it was a lot of fun. But yeah, shit. Now I'm even more disappointed because it seems like I really missed the tank train at David's bachelor party, and it seems like it was a great memory for Jesse. Fucking A, what a thing to have. I don't want to say forgotten. I'll go with blacked out. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I don't have any memory problems related to all the fun events of my life. But yeah, man, I kind of want to play it again now. I feel like I owe it to you. It's like, damn, Jesse, thought we all had a great time playing this. I gotta find me some Tank. It's got to be out there, like it's got to be in the Switch eShop for like a couple of bucks, right? Like they made it free on the Wii U. It's got to be easy to find, right?
It's probably not on the Switch. It might. I don't know. I don't think so though.
Well, I feel like this came out at a weird time where people were really dumping on arcade games when they shouldn't have. Like,
I was gonna say, we've got time for Nintendo, like the Switch launch, or
the Wii U launch. Yeah,
it's like, hey, we've got this fun arcade style game where you just like command a bunch of tanks and fight a giant gorilla. Like, that seems silly and fun. We don't want that. Like, no, this is a fun game. You should want this.
The thing of it is, I don't think people know what they want, like, because on paper, Tank is exactly what I want in a game. But like, if you ask me, do you want Tank to be like a fun, simple, like arcadey kind of high score attack game? Or do you want it to be like more in the vein of like the Wonderful 101, where it's like a story with a bunch of like excessively stupid like tank anime monster encounters and but only like the loosest trappings of a story connecting each other? I'd be like, shit, man, both of those sound okay. Like, you know, I don't know what we want. So, like, when something like Tank 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 comes along, you got the people that enjoy it. You know, your Jessies. Then you got, you know, the other people out there who just are like, oh no, I didn't want that. It's like, well, you know, motherfucker, it costs like $7 on the Wii U eShop. So like, maybe don't bitch. Like, you know,
not every people who enjoy it, you're Jesse's, and then you got other people, you're Johnny's.
Right. You know, though it seems like Tank 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 really would be right up Johnny's alley.
It'd be a Johnny game. No story, pretty much. Just big giant bugs are attacking the city. Use a tank to kill them.
Sold.
Right. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, Johnny, you know, hold on, let's do an exercise here. I'm gonna, you know, ask you to close your eyes, and I'm gonna say the name of a game, and you tell me if it sounds like your kind of game.
Okay.
The name of the game, Tank Tank Tank.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm telling you.
Oh, yes, my kind of game.
Yeah, okay, good. Like, because that's all it is. Tanks shooting shit. It's tanks. 3 tanks. Tank, tank, tank. Like,
I love the idea of even Johnny being like, okay, the name of the game is Tank, Tank, Tank. What else? No, that's
go
it.
on. No, motherfucker.
Oh, okay, we're good.
You just proved in real time that people can't be satisfied with things like this. Oh, jeez. Yeah, man. I really wish I had played this because you know, I've everything that I have connected to like the Wii U. Yeah, it's all colored with a little bit of like regret. Like maybe I didn't do enough to support that system. Like, man, maybe if we had all gotten Tank 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 when the Wii U launched, like maybe if we all just, you know, did a little more for that system, maybe it would have succeeded. You know, like, you know, what could be done to make the Wii U a success? Was it Tank Tank Tank? Did we all need to get Tank Tank Tank?
We all should about Tank Tank Tank.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I do have vague drunken memories of Tank Tank Tank, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's like robot moe heads you have to fight too. This is good stuff.
So it's a classic arcade game then, man. That's, you know, right out of the Sega mold.
Say, that's a Gradius reference. I am here for it.
It's Namco as fuck.
Yeah, fuck. I guess everybody let you fight a moe head at some point. But wow, man, yeah. I love that, you know, it's what a great pick for the opening of August Absurdity 5, Tank Tank Tank, a game that I literally, until you said the name Tank Tank Tank, I had completely just forgotten. Like, oh yeah, that thing that came and went. What a fucking game. You know, what a wild thing. I love it. Jesse, anything else on Tank Tank Tank? A game that, you know, quite frankly, can one of us get a divorce? And then we get all together and play
what an odd segue.
That went completely from the direction I was.
I love this classic Wii U undiscovered gem. Someone break up with their wife.
I didn't say
what?
that. I said, let's get a divorce so that we have to get remarried and we have a fresh bachelor party and we redo it, man. We get together at Johnny's parents' new house. And, you know, we tank it up. I mean, I've still got my Wii U. It's out here. I'm sure the Switch, the eShop is still running on it. I can download Tank, free to play. You know, I think we need to get it going again. Maybe this time I either participate without blacking out. You know, one or the other. I'm just saying, you can't get all of us together without some sort of pomp and circumstance. And the pomp and circumstance is one of us gets a divorce and gets remarried and has to throw an impromptu bachelor party featuring Tank. I don't see what's so hard to follow about that, guys.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe Johnny finally graduates from college and we celebrate by going to his parents' house and playing Tank.
Are you still in college, Johnny?
No. What?
Okay.
He seemed like the person who was paying the least amount of attention.
Okay. I thought for a second there that Johnny actually hadn't graduated, which actually tracks. Like, nah, he's probably just a natural with all this stuff. He knows what he's doing with computers and just didn't fucking, you know, never finished, but still got like the best job out of all of us. That tracks for Johnny's level of effort in life. But no, we'll have to come up with some reason for, you know, attending a party together featuring Tank here in the not too distant future. So in the meantime, you know, I'm taking suggestions from the chat on why we should host that party. And Johnny, let's just cruise on to game 5, man.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, sorry.
Game 5.
Shut up, Jesse. Oh, hell yeah, guys. So, this is the first game in the series to allow more than one player to play at once. How you guys feeling?
Pretty good.
Good. I want to see some answers, boys.
Oh. Okay.
Everybody seems to be writing, so I'll post embarrassing young photos of me and John to the Discord.
It's not embarrassing for me.
Not embarrassing for me either.
Yeah.
Wowee. I can't believe nobody got it right. Hold on, Jesse, you pulled yours away. I didn't get to read it.
I said Final Fight. I know it's not right.
Jesse says Final Fight, sadly incorrect. John Regan says fuck the police. He's right, but he's not right about the game that this is. And David says all hail the king. Fuck off, David. No, sadly, Johnny, hit that sound. Was there anything in those songs that sounded a little bit familiar to you? Maybe a certain vibe? That first song didn't have a melody that maybe you recognized? Maybe a slightly updated version of a previous game's melody? Let me put you in a scene. You've
Sean, is this Wind Waker HD2?
It is. That's what it is. It's the Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker 3. No. So you just finished driving around the world. And your car's parked in front of the beach, and you're just watching the waves roll in. And that first song,
is this Outrun 2?
No, we've used Outrun 2. This is sadly not the fourth game in the Outrun series, Outrun 2. This is the third game in the Outrun series. This is Outrunners.
Ah.
Yeah. Jeez. I knew I should have played the more familiar songs for you guys. Here I was thinking you just pick up on that vibe, that 90s driving vibe.
Or maybe this was your scheme to get an extra point on your score to seed yourself for the tournament.
That's it. I was really worried about my seed.
Aren't we all?
John, you have a son. I don't believe you should be worried about your seed.
Yes, the seed is strong here in GTT world. But anyway, Outrunners, man, what a game. How much time have we all put in on the Outrun series? I'm assuming 3-4 minutes apiece.
Less than that, probably.
No way. You never made the full run?
No, I never finished it. Or started it.
That's Johnny. He finishes way before 3 to 4 minutes.
He finishes so quickly it's like he never even started. Wow, man. That's a shame because this game, it's pretty dope, man. This came out. This is the arcade version of the soundtrack. I was thinking about using the Genesis version, and then I was reading about it. Nobody likes the Genesis version. They done fucked up on that one.
Whoa, hold on. Let me fetch my fainting couch. You're telling me that the arcade version of a soundtrack is better than the Genesis version of a soundtrack? Surely you jest.
Listen, I know you put on your King's crowd so it activated fucking smartass mode, David, but I wasn't specifically talking about the soundtrack. I was talking about the entire game. Because, Outrunners in the arcade, an awesome 2-player, maybe even 4-player if you link them up, sit-down arcade racing game. Very cool.
Yeah.
Outrunners on the Genesis, for some reason, they forced the Super Mario Kart perspective on everybody, and you had to have a split screen even though you were playing one player. And it had nothing resembling the arcade version, and it's one of the most panned games in Sega's catalog for the Genesis. It's a damn shame because I love that Outrun, and obviously that would have been the version I would have played of this. But I was watching a lot of the videos. I watched the full the video for each path. Obviously there's multiple branching paths. You taking your turns, and it determines where you end up. And this one, it's got 8 selectable cars, and it's got 10 possible destinations. And it looks like my kind of game, man. And these tunes are my kind of tunes. I thought about I haven't played this obviously, but I love the tunes from the Outrun series and the games I've been playing lately. I'm playing some shooter games, I'm playing some fighting games, and it's just not the vibe I wanted to bring tonight. I wanted to bring some smoothness, some happiness. When I'm driving and I PSA, all of there's a shitload of Sega and other video game music on Spotify. Outrun, the 3-volume set complete soundtrack, is some of my favorite driving music in real life, not just in video games. So check that out. I just wanted to bring some good vibes because it puts me in a good mood. The racing game itself stresses you out. There's constant drifting and all kinds of wild hairpin turns and shit, but the vibe of the game is my kind of vibe. You start out and you're just driving towards that horizon, baby. And sometimes you go left, sometimes you go right, sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. It's all good, man. It's just my kind of fucking jam.
Outrun is one of those games that I like as a concept. It's just you in a car, top down, driving around the beach, girl by your side, and the music is so good. Then you play the game, and yeah, man, you were white knuckling the whole time.
Yeah,
it's really stressful.
There's no Sunday drive mode in Outrun.
No.
It's just a chill ass drive at 240 miles an hour. Oh no. And on top of that, this game, you don't know what to expect because it has. Like the first Outrun has 5 destinations, and this one has 10, and it's got the forking paths, so you never know what you're gonna get. The first Outrun was a Europe based thing, and then I guess Turbo Outrun was set in North America. This one is the whole world, and this is not a lightning round, but I will give a bonus point to anybody that without looking it up, Let's see. I'm going to give you a destination, and I want you to, I'll give you the 10 destinations you can end up at, and you tell me where you want to go. And if you can tell me how to get there, maybe I'll even throw us a bonus point. Like the finishing points, you got Northern Europe, you got Switzerland, you got Spain, Kenya, Russia, China, Japan, Hong Kong, and Australia. Jesse, where do you want to go, man?